Hello everyone, I'm Susan Giglio. We're here to talk about yoga for pelvic health. So today we're going to talk specifically about 3 different breathing techniques that we talked about in earlier modules about how breathing is so important for pelvic floor health, but now we're going to concentrate more on the breathing techniques themselves. So everyone get in a comfortable position. I'm seated here on a blanket so it will elevate my hips just a little bit higher. That helps me maintain a more neutral spine position, a little bit of an anterior pelvic tilt. You could also sit on a block, so I'll demonstrate another seated position. This is hero pose, and in this position it's helpful to have something firm under your pelvic floor so that you can feel the movement of the pelvic floor a little bit more. And you could also do this just sitting in your chair at work or in your chair at home. So assume your position. And the first thing we'll do is focus just on where the breath is right now in your body. So take a few breaths in. No judgment on what's going on in your body, just start to notice. That's what we do in yoga, is we just bring awareness into the practice. And once you've started to notice the breath, see if you can notice areas of resistance to the breath. Maybe you need to let your abdominals go a little bit. Maybe there's too much movement with your shoulders moving up and down. Just start to see if you can make some subtle changes by releasing the muscles that are overworking. And then in review of what we did last time, place a hand over your upper belly, a hand on the outside of the rib cage, and see if you can find that pattern, that 3-part breath, where the belly rises, the rib cage moves, and the upper chest rises. So we'll start with the belly, move to the ribs, and move to the upper chest. And reverse that order as you breathe out. So inhaling into upper belly, inhaling into the sides of the ribs, inhaling into the upper chest, and then reverse that on the way out. So I invite you now just to find a comfortable position for your hands. I'm going to rest mine on my knees here, and to close your eyes and start to notice the rhythm of breath as you breathe in and as you breathe out. Do this for 3 to 5 breaths. And then see if you can find a little pause at the top of the inhale and a pause at the bottom of the exhale. Again, 3 to 5 breaths, just noticing the pause. And then with the next inhale, see if you can notice how long it takes you to inhale. Find the pause. And then on the exhale, see if you can notice how long it takes you to exhale. And find the pause. So with calming the nervous system, what we want to try to do is get the exhale longer than the inhale. So I'm going to invite you to come back to your breath awareness and see if with the next 3 to 5 breaths you can bring in 1 or 2 more seconds to your exhale when compared to your inhale. You can picture the numbers as you're breathing in. Picture the numbers as you breathe out. Good. So starting to learn that changing your breath pattern is something you can always do. And it's the fastest way to change your physiology. So you're feeling stressed, coming into a breath awareness, and starting to lengthen out the exhales, get your parasympathetic nervous system stronger and more dominant over the sympathetic nervous system. So now we're going to learn a breath called Ujjayi breathing. With Ujjayi breathing, we bring the vocal folds into the breath. So everyone take a moment now and place their hand in front of their mouth and fog up the mirror, or make the noise as if you're fogging up the mirror. So inhale. Do this a couple of times, and what I want you to hear as you exhale is the sound. And once you've heard that sound a couple of times, I want you to repeat that breath, but keep the mouth closed. So you inhale and exhale. When we make the ha sound, we're actually abducting our vocal folds. We know from science that vocal folds have a lot of jobs in our body. One of them is postural stability. So when we breathe with this Ujjayi breathing, we're actually adding some stability to our bodies. And it can be very helpful in our standing postures, but it can also be a focal point for breath work. So we're going to spend about 3 to 5 breaths just practicing the Ujjayi breathing, and I'll talk you through it. So inhale and pause and exhale and pause and inhale, pause and exhale and pause. One more time. Inhale, pause, and exhale, and pause. So don't worry if you weren't keeping up with my cadence. You need to be breathing at your own rate and finding your own pattern, and you will if you pay attention to your own body and the sound that you're making with the breath. The next breath we're going to talk about is alternate nostril breathing. So with this technique, we're going to take your right hand and we're going to keep your pinky and your pointer fingers straight and use the ring and middle finger on one side and the thumb on the other side. We're going to start the breath technique by blocking the left nostril with the 2 fingers and breathing in through the right side. Then block the right nostril and breathe out through the left nostril. Then breathe in through the left. Block the left, breathe out through the right. Breathe in, block, and breathe out. So performing this type of breathing is thought to balance energies in the body. It's good for focusing, and it's good for just general well-being. So practicing this, let's go through 3 to 5 breath cycles as I talk you through it. So blocking the left nostrils with your middle and ring finger, inhale through the right nostril. Block the right nostril with your thumb and exhale through the left. Inhale through the left. Block the left nostril and breathe out through the right. And keep this sequence going for 2 more times. And when you're finished, just come back to hands in your lap or on your knees and rest. The next type of breathing we're going to go over is called bumblebee breathing. This one's kind of fun to do. I do this a lot with my pain patients. The vibration that it creates is thought to clear energy, clear your sinuses, make you more alert, and it can help supposedly with dealing with pain sensations. So what we want you to do is take your hands and drape them over your sinuses as I have mine here. So the pointer finger up by your temples, the middle finger crossing the bridge of your nose, the ring finger just below your nose, and your pinkies on your chin. Your thumbs are going to go into your ears, so don't do that yet because then you won't hear anything else I'm saying. So once you've done that, close your eyes, and I want you to begin to breathe in and breathe out with a humming. So it'll sound like this. So I'm going to invite you to try that yourself now. It's really nice if you do it with your eyes closed. And you can see that just making the humming noise offers resistance to your breath, and it'll help to draw out that exhale. So one of the benefits of this breathing technique is that it helps stimulate parasympathetic nervous system. So again, place your hands over your face. Thumbs are going to be in your ears. Take an inhale and hum it out. Eyes open, eyes closed. When you finish practicing, remove your hands, place them in your lap. And open your eyes. So this concludes our video on breathing techniques. Feel free to try some of those, incorporate them into some of the poses that you might already be doing, and namaste.